I think one of the deepest realizations a person can have is that there may be something immense within them that they would have never really met. Not because it is absent, but because life, fear, disappointment, and repetition slowly taught them to live far beneath it. And maybe that is why the story of Lord Hanuman still survives. Because before he crossed the ocean, he too had forgotten. The ocean impossibly vast, everyone waiting, and Hanuman standing there in silence. Not weak, not incapable, just disconnected from his own magnitude. That is the part people rarely talk about. We celebrate the leap, but overlook the hesitation right before it. Because that hesitation feels uncomfortably human. To live so long inside limitation that eventually it starts feeling natural. To adjust yourself to smaller spaces, smaller expectations, smaller versions of your own spirit, until one day you no longer know whether the voice inside you is wisdom or fear pretending to be real. And for Hanuman, Jambavan reminds him of who he is, not by giving him power, but by removing the forgetfulness covering it. Because Hanuman did not become powerful in that moment. He just remembered who he already was. However, real life does not always send a Jambavan. Most people will never receive a perfect reminder at the perfect time. So the real question begins, how does a person remember their strength when nobody reflects it back to them? And I think the story has that answer too. Hanuman remembers himself only when something greater than his comfort calls him forward. Not in ease, not in applause, not while remaining safe on the shore. The awakening begins when staying small becomes unbearable. That is why struggle changes people. Not because pain automatically makes someone wiser, but because certain moments in life force you to confront the difference between who you are and who you have been settling for. And slowly, hidden capacities begin to rise. Responsibility awakens them. Some are awoken by devotion. Love awakens them. Necessity awakens them. The ocean awakens them. It appears when life demands a version of you that your old identity can no longer contain, because dormant strength rarely appears through thinking. So perhaps becoming Hanuman in your own life is not about becoming someone extraordinary overnight. Instead, it is about noticing where you have been beneath your own nature and having the courage to stop calling that limitation your identity. The truth is, Hanuman could fly long before the leap. The leap only revealed what was already waiting inside him. I think there are parts of us that have remained dormant, not because they are absent, but because we have spent too long identifying with our fear instead of our nature. So before rushing into the next distraction, it may be worth sitting with a few uncomfortable questions. Where in my life have I mistaken limitation for identity? What struggle in my life is trying to awaken a greater version of me? And if something powerful already exists within me, what would it mean to finally stop living beneath it? Think about it. Alright then, this is me, Bhavna, signing off, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, allow the Hanuman in you to awaken and remember who you truly are.